we've been taking a lot of negative comments about the ID Buzz. So if you want some help with an ID Buzz project, you got to come to a Buzz person. Look at that for a Buzz. So we've come to Transporter HQ because they are experts in VWs and they also have a genuine passion for the Buzz.
And look at their one here, it's been slammed. I said to Linz on the way here, it's been slammed. And she said, what do they hate about it? Slammed does not mean hate. It means it's been lowered, Linz.
But it wasn't an immediate conversation. He mentioned it, then we talked about something else. And I was like, why are we going there if they don't like the VW Buzz? It wouldn't handle the speed bumps in Milton Keynes, though.
No. We've come to meet Andy, and there he is. How are you, bud?
Hello, you right?
Hey, so you're going to show us around your operation here, because I'm actually very, very impressed. Are all these units yours?
These 4, and then a new one being built over there.
Fantastic, mate. Well, show us around.
Yeah, so overflow, office, and various different bits on there. Not a lot of interest in there. Although the Clayton Power units are in there.
Okay, we'll come back to them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this unit here is just full of wheels. So we make custom wheels for transporters and any vehicle, you name it, you want a wheel making, we can make it for
So
it.
a custom can come and have a one-off wheel made?
We can make you a one-off wheel made to your design, your style, your look. You want a custom-made wheel, whether it's one-piece, two-piece, transporter, Ford Custom, Porsche, Ferrari, you name it, we can make it.
And the ID Buzz?
And the ID Buzz, yeah. Those, I mean, you saw the wheels on that.
Right.
They're love-hate. I love them. A lot of people hate them, but that's got some new wheels going on that. I've got a set of wheels on that ready to go on that.
Okay.
So that's the new Transit Custom, which is also going to be the new Transporter T7.
I saw your video on it.
Yeah. So that's got glass going in, so that's a massive part of our business. We're also camper glass, so we sell windows to the whole camper conversion industry. But that being the Transit and soon to be the Transporter, we need to get glass ready for that as soon as possible. So
right.
the sample pieces are going in that van right now.
Oh, okay. Fantastic.
So that's predominantly wheels in there for transporters or custom wheels for whatever you want. Transporter wheels there.
Look, another one slammed. Yeah, lowered, love, lowered. Yeah?
Yeah. There's a theme emerging here. We like everything like.
Look at that, though. That can't be comfortable going over speed bumps, surely.
Absolutely, because at the touch of a button it lifts up.
Ah, right.
Yeah, it's air suspension.
Does that take long to lift up?
3 seconds, 3-4 seconds.
So you've got to see it.
We'll see that in a minute, no doubt.
Yeah, I'll show you. No
yeah.
problem.
Brilliant.
Standard one-piece cast on that van, and if you look at that van there, that's my van. It's got 2-piece forged wheels on it, so custom designed 2-piece forged wheels.
There you go. Perfect. So this is your one?
That's one of my vans. Yeah. So over this unit, it's predominantly glass, body kit, headlights, those kinds of things.
So camper glass is what you started with, was it?
Camper glass was the beginning, yeah.
Right.
So glass is still a huge part of what we do. We supply windows for everything, whether it's Ford Transit, Crafter, ID Buzz, T5, you name it, Peugeot Boxster, we supply windows for it. So most of the camper industry. But that was kind of just the thing that grew the business.
It wasn't exciting.
Not particularly fun, windows. So that gave us the ability to kind of grow the brand that we wanted to do, which was Transporter HQ,
Brilliant.
Navis wheels and solar suspension.
Gotcha.
This is all stuff that's being sent out to the trade, all palletised. There's a whole packing team in there that are working non-stop to get orders shipped out.
This is your camper glass that you started with, but now it's exploded. You were telling me pre-COVID numbers here.
Yeah, so we were 6 or 7 staff pre-COVID, and I think we're 40 plus now, so maybe closer to 50. So it's crazy.
Over the whole business?
Yeah,
right.
Over across all the brands. So we are THQ distribution, and we have camper glass, solar suspension, Transport HQ, and we also distribute Navis wheels.
Brilliant, brilliant. So Solo next.
Yeah, so Solo, so we built our name really on the first people to make a proper suspension that lowered a van and still comfortable. There was lots of ways to kind of cut and adapt things to make transporters low, but not still retain the comfort.
Right.
So we worked with Bilstein to build low suspension. But from there, when we realised we were good at that, we then made regular drop suspension, lift suspension, air suspension,
right.
And then more recently our own management for air suspension. So I believe we've got the best air suspension management in the world. We've built it with a German company. The screens are manufactured in the UK, but it's the most adaptable, versatile and user-friendly air suspension management in the world.
And you've got that on your ID Buzz?
Got that on the ID Buzz, got it on several transporters, and I've got it on the only 992 Turbo S on air suspension in the world. In there. Yeah, so this is on air suspension. There's a theme.
Yes, there is a theme here.
I know it's not for everybody, but you can lift. The beauty with this is it can be that low, but also at the touch of a button it can be nearly stock height. So this is a brand new 992 Turbo S.
And why did you mess with it? It's one of the best handling cars in the world, isn't it?
Because we have a wheel brand and we have a suspension brand, and if you want to make a statement, that's how you do it. So our goal was to make this thing it is the only 992 Turbo S on air suspension in the world, to the best of my knowledge.
Right.
But for good reason, because it's a terrible idea. So Porsche create an incredible car that drives as good as we possibly can.
Yeah.
And what have we done? We've taken that suspension off and put our own on. The truth is, it actually still drives just as good. I'm going to say this, people won't believe me, but obviously it's on the ramp now, so you can't see. But this thing can sit on the floor. You take it to a show, you take it to a Porsche event, press a button, it drops to the floor, and it looks great. I think so anyway.
And again, if you come to a speed bump, push a button, and you can raise it again in 3 seconds.
So when these come out of the factory, you can pay for the option to have front axle lift. Well, I've got 4 axle lift. I can lift all of mine. 2 axle lift, sorry. I can lift all of mine. Or I can lift all 4 corners independently if I need to.
Oh, fantastic.
But yeah, it's a statement because it's a completely wrong thing to do. But that, with the air suspension team, with the custom-made wheels,
It's your midlife crisis car.
But it shows exactly where your skills are and what your expertise is.
And what we're prepared to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the contrast with that is there's a 992 Turbo S brand new on air suspension, and there's a Chevy truck.
Look at that, isn't it? That must turn some heads as well. That looks
Absolutely.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, it's incredible. That thing can roll that low. That can actually drive that low.
Really?
Yeah.
That can't be comfortable.
No, it's not. It looks cool though, doesn't it?
It looks very cool, doesn't it? Look at that.
It looks like Mater from Cars.
That looks amazing, doesn't it? Wow. Do you take that to shows, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they are. They're show ponies. They're there to market brands, really.
Yes.
To show off what we're able to do.
Who gets to drive them to the shows? Does everyone arm wrestle to see who gets the Porsche?
No, only I'm allowed to. Actually, that's
Insurance.
not true. Yeah. No, that's not true. It quite often goes to Porsche events, and if I can't make it, we're not allowed to take it. We're not precious. At the end of the day, it's a tool for us.
Yeah.
For
Can't be too
marketing.
precious.
Yeah. Brilliant.
It just happens to be a very fast, very nice looking one.
Now, you've also got another project which keeps getting shelved.
Yeah.
That I'm interested in looking at. What have you done with this other project? Where is it?
Do you want to have a look?
Yes, can we?
Should we get the key? In fact,
Go on.
it's not locked. In fact, grab the key to the craft van.
Andy also showed us his 6-berth converted crafter van with a pop top, and he explains that he's going to be ripping out all of his Victron gear from it to replace them with an all-in-one Clayton unit. If you want to hear more about that, make sure you watch the other video we've also released today on our Roman Radford's channel.
So this is the transporter that I'm really interested in. I was going to say this might look like a normal transporter. Okay, from the outside it does, but look what he's done on the inside. He's got Tesla motor and battery pack in here. So this is the motor, is it?
No, so this has, in fact, I'll pop the bonnet and show you. So this has 2 Tesla Model S, large Model S motors in it. So one in the rear, which is, you can see that kind of tubbed area there.
Right.
And then one in the front, so it'll be full 4-wheel drive. It's actually got the battery out of Chevrolet Bolt, which is an American car. And so part of the battery is here, and then the other part is all underneath. And
Wow.
then you've got another motor in the front. So I think 600 horsepower in the rear, 500 in the front.
But you've not quite got it going yet.
No, it's sat here and a million other projects keep coming up. We will get back on it, I promise, and it will be incredible.
But everyone knows about this, and everyone keeps asking about
Yeah, how's the Tesla van is the question we get on every video we saw. Every time the phone rings,
Right, it's shelved at the minute, but it will come back sometime.
it will, and it'll be incredible when it's done.
Brilliant, mate.
Yeah.
It's even got steel wheels on, look, it looks very inconspicuous, but no engine.
Yeah, so there's one of them.
But the motor's down there, right? Fantastic. But you were saying that this can never go on the road?
No, not with current legislations. It's kind of why it's been shelved a little bit. I think we thought we'd be able to get it on the road, but because it's to do with the age of the vehicle and re-register them as electric. There are some people in the industry that are working on trying to change that, but currently it would just be a track weapon, and it would be a weapon. It'd make big boys toy with the fact that you could turn the front motor off and just have 600 brake horse, drifting machine, donut machine in the rear.
But disheartened because you can't put it on the road, that's why it's pretty much been shelved.
Yeah, and also because it doesn't necessarily going to make us any money. It's a toy, and it's the marketing toy, but there other things have come up since. The new T7's coming out, so we're going to have to put a lot of time into that, growing our wheel and our suspension brand. I mean, this will obviously have our suspension and wheels on it, but there's other things that have just got to take priority at the minute. We can't be doing them all at once.
No, absolutely. Wheels. We haven't seen your wheels yet. Should we have a look at the wheel workshop?
Yeah.
So this is your new forged wheel for your ID Buzz.
Yeah. So that ID Buzz had it 10,000 miles now. Loved it. It's had 2 sets of wheels, but we wanted to change the look of it, go for something a bit more. It's had very flat face kind of designs, but we wanted something a bit more sporty. So this is a design we actually make for the transporter market. It is a cast wheel, but this is a one-piece forged wheel. So 21 inch, super light, a design called the Ludis, but we've kind of gone for a completely different look with this brushed metal finish with like a purple kind of or violet-y over glaze, just to make it a bit more interesting and pop a little bit.
Come on, pick that up.
Pick it up.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to float, but it's much, much lighter than a normal wheel. Look at that. It's normally way, way
I don't
heavier
know how
than that.
much. I don't know how much wheels weigh.
As wheels,
It's not something I.
yeah, as wheels go, because it's 21 inch. A cast version of that would weigh so much more.
Right.
Right.
And this forged wheels are so much stronger.
I was going to say
Okay.
they're stronger. Here is the wheel wall. Look at that. So there's a nice selection of wheels you do.
Yeah, so this is just a bunch of them. A lot of them are transporter wheels, but various different designs that we've done over the years. So we do our own cast wheels. So your 20 inch, which is really common for a transporter, 17 inch if you want that kind of swamp or off-road look. We also have our own steel wheels, which is where we began really. We started off with people wanting that steel look, but a larger version.
Right.
A dome wheel for more of a classic look, and then this is so that's a 2-piece forged. So the one out there is a 1-piece, but this has got the hardware on the back here. So yeah, custom design we did especially for a customer on that one. There's only 1 set of those in the world, other than 1 spare one there.
So you do a lot of transporters and VWs, but you do others as well.
We'll do anything.
Anything.
Yeah, we can make a custom wheel for everything. So we've got custom wheels on Aston Martins, on Chevy trucks, as you saw earlier on a Porsche. Yeah, various different vehicles.
Brilliant. Okay, and that's the company Navis.
Navis wheels. Yeah.
There's a link in the description to all this, guys. This is the eye candy we're here to have a look at, right?
It is. It's so pretty.
Isn't it? It's so low, but beautiful. Because we've got the van version, right? But
Yeah.
this is the first edition.
So you've got a cargo, yes. This is the first edition. So
Right.
I ordered this the day we were able to order an ID Buzz. The VW dealers gave me a heads up. So we got a bit of priority. I think we got a few weeks before they were available for the public to order. So yeah, we ordered it that day.
And it's got some tricks, but he was hoping it had electric doors and it doesn't.
Yeah, I don't know, foolishly, perhaps didn't read the spec.
Right.
Next I thought first edition meant loads of spec for a little bit more money.
Yep,
But apparently electric sliding doors and electric tailgate aren't then.
Darn, but she's looking beautiful.
Yeah.
And these wheels you've had on for a while, but you're changing them to them other ones we saw earlier.
Yeah, so this is actually its second set of wheels. So the first set were more of a flat face, but we wanted to incorporate. So the ID Buzz carries this diamond pattern a lot through it.
Yes.
So it's on the grille.
Yeah.
So we kind of wanted to add that retro funky kind of style, but with the OEM vibe of the diamond pattern. So it's kind of inspired by an old BMW wheel, but with the diamond vibe.
Fantastic.
But yeah, new look coming, new YouTube feature on it. The wraps coming off, new wheels on it, a few other changes. The spoilers are coming off it, and it's going to be potentially be PPF'd in satin.
Nice.
So.
But this has got the air suspension that I'm going to talk Lindsay into putting on ours, maybe. Show us how that works.
So yeah, it's dead simple. So it sits low. You can park it low like this if you want, or for ease of access.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that is fantastic. So that's
Yeah.
sitting flush in there, is it?
Yeah. So we built this into the centre console, which is removable. So yeah, it just has. So this is the new solo management that we fitted anything. You can choose which user, so you can have 2 users, whether it's you or somebody else that's not going to want to be able to go as high or low, and then it's just simply the touch of a button. So press that button there.
Oh. That is cool.
Very, very
We need that, don't we?
No, we don't, but I can see that you'd want to, for definite.
Andy, what's the ride like with the air?
Really good. Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, yeah. Well, so the way air suspension works is all very much pressure based. So it's how much air is in your bag. A bag of air is rock hard. A bag with not enough air in is too soft. So once you found that sweet spot of PSI, it's more comfortable than springs. It's just finding that sweet spot. So if you ride too high, the ride's going to be really firm. If you ride too low, it's going to be too baggy, really.
Right.
Get the PSI right in the bags. Range Rovers, Q7s, you know, all these have
They
air
all got
suspension.
air, yeah,
It's about finding that sweet spot, and that's down to how you build the bag, the type of bag you use, the bag plates, and so on.
And then you can set the right setting on your control panel in there that you're
Yeah.
happy with, and you go straight to that setting, does it?
Yeah, so on the control panel, once it boots up, you'll see it gives you the information you need, so you can choose your user, and it actually shows a physical picture of the vehicle. So there's a yellow ID buzz.
Yeah.
And you could change that to whatever colour your vehicle is, or a transporter, or whatever vehicle it is.
Brilliant.
But it shows you how much pressure's in the bags at any point, and you can set presets. So you can have a high preset, a low
Gotcha.
preset, and an air out preset.
Love it. So this is the Clayton unit that's going to power our ID Buzz. And what's the spec of it?
We were also here to collect the Clayton Power unit for our ID Buzz. So if you want to find out more about how awesome these Clayton units are and get a 10% discount off one for yourselves, head over to our Roman Radford's channel.
Well, we popped here for an hour or so, and we have been here all afternoon. What a lovely, lovely guy Andy is. So lovely to meet him. And I know there was a lot of boy car, you know, pimped up stuff, which doesn't normally interest me, but he made it all really interesting.
Right. And now you understand slammed.
I know, I understand slammed.